What do you want to do next? Who do you want?
We will fight anyone. I will fight anyone.
We want the title. He deserves it. He's earned it here.
I'd love to get the
Look,
title
he
next.
said no to no one.
Yeah.
He took the biggest challenges out there. Now, the only thing left for him to do is fight for the titles. Everything else is a step down. So give him his chance. He's earned it.
Joseph Parker didn't shy away when a reporter inquired about his future plans. With determination in his eyes, he responded, "I'm ready to face anyone." His message was unmistakable. He's faced the toughest opponents and met every challenge head-on. Now, his focus is on achieving what he hasn't yet, claiming the championship. He's worked hard for it, and he believes he's earned the opportunity. Parker emphasized that settling for anything less than the title isn't an option. There's no room for stepping back or lowering his standards. He's been tireless in his pursuit of excellence, taking on every top challenger that comes his way. The title is the only goal left, and Parker's words were a clear challenge to the sport. He's ready to take what's his. The question remains, will the boxing community finally offer him the shot he's worked for, or will they continue to overlook a true competitor, driven by a desire for greatness?
He did Shania Twain's "You're Still the One I Want" about Oleksandr Usyk, and it was a brilliant call-out video. Joseph Parker is the mandatory challenger to Oleksandr Usyk, and while I truthfully, gun to my head, think he's going to fight Daniel Dubois next, they may do something in which by Usyk is allowed to hold on to that title until after the fight, and then immediately after the winner is stripped, Parker becomes full champion. It's likely that's what they'll do. I don't necessarily want that. I would prefer to see Oleksandr Usyk versus Joseph Parker. I genuinely would. It wouldn't be for undisputed.
Joseph Parker has rightfully earned his position as a mandatory challenger for Oleksandr Usyk. Now, it's time for him to step into the ring and demonstrate he's worthy of the opportunity. But here's the bigger question. Will Usyk avoid Parker and set his sights on Daniel Dubois instead? There's a strong chance that Usyk could retain his title after facing Dubois, only to be stripped later, with Parker being awarded the full championship. This situation is more than just frustrating. It highlights the behind-the-scenes political strategies shaping the division. Fans are eager to see the real showdown, Usyk versus Parker. While it may not be for the undisputed title, it's a fight that would truly reveal who is the rightful champion. Parker has put in the hard work and is more than deserving of this chance. It's time for the sport to stop playing games and offer him the opportunity he has earned. The heavyweight division is at a pivotal moment, and now is the time for boxing to make the right decision. Parker deserves a shot at the title. What do you think? Should Parker get his shot, or should Usyk take on Dubois first? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
To want to do that, but it was quite heated in the week between them as well. So maybe just an emotional time for Nick. The key for him is that he's now retained his world title belt.
Gareth A. Davis doesn't hold back when discussing the heavyweight scene, making it clear that Joseph Parker unquestionably deserves a world title shot against Oleksandr Usyk. According to Davis, Parker has more than earned this opportunity, and it's long overdue. However, the current state of the division suggests a different reality. Davis hints that Usyk could potentially face Daniel Dubois next, a matchup that wouldn't be surprising considering the current circumstances. Despite these potential setbacks, Davis is adamant that Parker won't be sidelined for long. He believes the Kiwi will continue to push forward, working his way toward the well-earned title shot he deserves. The heavyweight division is unpredictable, but one thing is for sure, Parker's moment is approaching. Whether it's Usyk or another challenger, fans are eagerly anticipating Parker's chance at the championship.
Are you thinking that the Usyk-Dubois fight still happens even though that fight's been ordered?
Yeah, and nobody knows what's going to... Well, nobody knows. There's rumours flying around that they're talking to each other to try and make that fight with Dubois and Usyk, but our preference is to fight Usyk, and we commend Gustavo at the WBO for ordering this fight, because I think Joe deserves the fight. Joe deserves the fight.
On the other hand, Andy Lee doesn't mince words. He's made it clear Joseph Parker versus Oleksandr Usyk is inevitable, and there's no avoiding it now. With the WBO's official mandate in place, Usyk finds himself cornered, and the countdown has begun. Lee firmly believes that Parker has more than earned his chance, and there's no denying the truth anymore. All the talk about Usyk negotiating with other opponents is now irrelevant. The champion has no escape, and the world is watching closely. The question is straightforward. Will Usyk rise to the occasion and defend his legacy, or will he attempt to sidestep the real challenge? Parker has overcome every hurdle in his path, and now is on the brink of something huge. The heavyweight division is buzzing, and this fight has the potential to shake up the entire sport. With only 30 days left, the stage is set. Will Usyk face Parker, or will he scramble for a way out? The time for excuses is over.
I'm sure he'll want to defend his belts, and I'm sure he'll want to fight Joe. But well, let's see what happens. They have how many days to enter negotiations? There's not been any of that. I haven't heard anything about that yet. But Joe's got a great manager in David Higgins. He's also got Spencer Brown on his team, so they will be fighting for his side.
Andy Lee didn't hold back when discussing the shifting landscape of the heavyweight division, especially with the WBO ordering Oleksandr Usyk to defend his title. The focus had been on potential Usyk versus Dubois fight, but now the spotlight is on Usyk versus Joseph Parker. The battle for dominance is intensifying, and Lee's remarks have only escalated the situation. Meanwhile, Parker and his team, including the seasoned David Higgins and Spencer Brown, have made their stance clear. Parker must get his shot. They've raised the stakes, demanding the fight and questioning why Parker hasn't been given the opportunity he's rightfully owned. On the other side, Usyk now faces a crucial decision: either continue his reign or confront Parker. With negotiations stalling, boxing politics are once again taking center stage. The big question remains: will Parker finally seize his moment, or will the system keep him waiting? The tension is mounting, and the heavyweight division stands on the verge of a major upheaval.
We are hearing rumours that you're all in talks. What will happen to Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker in the next 4 or 5 months, in your view?
What I think happened, I think they're going to be involved in some massive fights.
But with who?
With opponents.
I know you're not good. Listen, on Thursday, you said by the evening you'd tell us who Moses Talma was going to fight. Can you tell us now?
He will be on the card.
On which card?
On the Manchester card.
On April the 5th.
In a heated exchange with Gareth A. Davis, Frank Warren didn't hold back, offering a rare insight into the high-stakes world of the heavyweight division. Rumors are swirling that Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker are on a collision course for huge showdowns, but Warren stayed tight-lipped about the details, leaving both fans and analysts eagerly awaiting what's to come. One thing is clear: both fighters are gearing up for some of the biggest and most anticipated bouts of their careers in the near future. However, the real question is, who will they face? The mystery surrounding their next opponents only adds to the mounting suspense. Additionally, Warren quickly addressed the upcoming Manchester card on April 5th, confirming that Mos Toma would be featured, but kept the rest of the lineup under wraps. Fans are growing impatient with the uncertainty, and it's clear the heavyweight division is on the verge of some major shakeups. With every move, the stakes keep rising. Who will step up next? The battle for dominance is just getting started. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more boxing updates.
Oleksandr Usyk versus Joseph Parker mandatory fight is ordered by the WBO. The World Boxing Organization's president has revealed that his organization is now ordering their world champion Oleksandr Usyk to make a mandatory defense against interim champion Joseph Parker. WBO is officially ordering the enforcement of the WBO mandatory between Usyk and Parker. This is to essentially terminate the status of interim champion. This action aligns with our firm policy of maintaining only one champion per weight class.
The heavyweight division is on the brink of a major shakeup, as the WBO has officially ordered Oleksandr Usyk to defend his title against Joseph Parker, and the drama is escalating. The WBO president has confirmed that Usyk, the reigning world champion, will be required to face interim champion Parker in a mandatory defense, which will also strip Parker of his interim status. This bold move by the WBO sends a clear message. They are determined to uphold a single champion per weight class, eliminating any confusion. Meanwhile, the stakes are at an all-time high. Parker, who has patiently awaited his shot, now has a golden opportunity to challenge for the world title he's worked so hard to earn. On the other hand, Usyk, having dominated the heavyweight division, now faces immense pressure to reaffirm his superiority. This is no ordinary fight. It's a showdown that promises to electrify the boxing world. The question remains, who will rise to claim victory in this monumental clash?
Because it was Daniel Dubois that pulled out of the fight, not Joseph Parker. And it was Daniel Dubois that put himself out of line for it. So why would Daniel Dubois be awarded a direct crack of Usyk when he pulled out the fight? So the right person to get the crack should be Joseph Parker. Why not? He was the one that turned up to fight, he fought, got the job done.
Johnny Nelson didn't hold back when addressing the growing controversy in the heavyweight division, bringing attention to a glaring issue. He quickly pointed out that it was Daniel Dubois, not Joseph Parker, who pulled out of the fight. So why is Dubois getting another shot at Usyk after backing out? Nelson didn't mince words. He firmly believes that Parker, the fighter who showed up and delivered when it counted, deserves the opportunity. Parker didn't hesitate. He rose to the challenge and got the job done. Meanwhile, the decision to give Dubois a second chance raises serious questions about the fairness of the system. If boxing truly prioritized merit, Parker should be the one facing Usyk, not a fighter who stepped away when things got tough. The real question now is whether boxing's politics will continue to favor those who take the easier path, or will it finally reward the fighters who show real heart and dedication?
That you were wording that then insinuates that you believe that Oleksandr Usyk is going to give up that belt and therefore Joseph Parker will be upgraded from interim champion.
My understanding is that he may do that, but he may choose Joseph Parker. He's got the option to choose Joseph Parker over Daniel Dubois as well. That's the option it gives him. And there are talks going on, I understand.
On the other hand, Adam Catterall didn't hold back when analyzing Alexander Usyk's next move, dropping a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Catterall boldly suggested that Usyk could potentially vacate his title, clearing the path for Joseph Parker to be promoted from interim champion. This wasn't just idle speculation. Catterall made it clear that Usyk could decide to relinquish the belt, and if that happens, Parker would be the natural contender to step in. Meanwhile, Usyk could still opt to face Daniel Dubois, but Catterall hinted that Parker might be in the driver's seat. With discussions already underway, the heavyweight landscape is on the verge of a major shakeup. The big question now is whether this is Parker's moment to rise and seize the opportunity, or if Usyk will maintain his reign and keep all challenges at bay. Either way, the heavyweight division is headed for an exciting ride. Could this be the breakthrough Parker's been waiting for? Or will Usyk hold on to his spot and settle the score once and for all?
I can see that fight happening. However, though, if it's going to go down like that, my counterpunch would be either Joseph Parker has to fight for that vacant title of the WBA. It should be just give it to him, because I think he would rather fight for it anyway. I think he should fight for that WBA title. I think if he wins that title, he'll become the WBA champion.
Joseph Parker is on the brink of heavyweight greatness, and if boxing still values fairness, it's time to crown him the next WBA champion. Why delay any longer in awarding him the title? Parker has more than earned his chance, and giving him the title isn't a favor. It's a deserved recognition. It has dominated top-tier competition, taking down opponents that most would shy away from. The man is a power haze, and this moment reflects all his hard work. If Parker claims that belt, it won't just be a trophy. He'll make waves in the division. With his power, technique, and unbreakable mindset, he has everything it takes to control the heavyweight scene. What boxing needs right now are true champions, not the political games that keep deserving fighters waiting. The very fact that there's even a debate about whether Parker deserves this shot is absurd. He's earned it. He's faced the toughest challenges, paid the price, and now it's his time to rise to the top. If Parker captures the WBA title, it won't just be a victory, it will shake the division to its core. The heavyweight world will have to acknowledge his undeniable strength. The question is, will boxing finally give him the recognition he deserves? Share your thought below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting boxing updates.